We see a rise in floods. We have seen drought situations. These are some of the visible changes due to climate change and global warming. India cannot be a country which can be like Europe or US. We cannot just grow as other developed nations have grown because their climatic conditions are different.
India, in the heart of Asia. The country counts 1,200,000,000 inhabitants, the second largest population after China. But 800 million people of this emerging country live on less than $2 a day.
En Inde, il y a 1 million de gens qui arrivent par mois sur le marché du travail. Ils ont besoin d'un emploi, donc il faut de la croissance économique. La croissance économique a besoin en Inde d'énergie.
To meet the demand for electricity, today 59% of the nation's energy source comes from coal. India has become the third largest emitter of greenhouse gases. Aware of these issues, the government needs to develop renewable energies. It calls on IREDA, a public funding agency responsible for green energy.
400 million people do not have access to energy. So we lack total transmission infrastructure for renewables. This needs to be planned now, since we should think of 100 gigawatt of solar in next 5 to 6 years, maybe 40 gigawatt of wind in next 5 to 6 years.
À nous, bailleurs de fonds, de les aider sur cet agenda, d'essayer d'optimiser les financements qui vont servir à la construction de ces nouvelles capacités énergétiques.
Jodhpur, northwest India, second largest city of Rajasthan state. At an hour's drive from Jodhpur, a wind turbine site, financed by IREDA, accompanied by AFD, ensuring electricity production from a renewable source.
IREDA, ça permet de financer des projets de plus petite taille, d'appuyer les politiques publiques, mais auprès de beaucoup de projets, beaucoup d'entreprises.
The private developers who develop projects, they have to invest 25 to 30% of their money, and that we give them 70 to 75% of the project cost for developing renewable energy projects. Private banks are also funding RE projects now.
La première ligne de 70 millions d'euros nous a permis de financer 11 projets sur 5 États, sur un pays aussi grand que l'Inde.
Demographic issue is there, India is the second largest urban system.
Metropolitans in India cannot be growing further. So we need to decongest cities. We need to start focusing more on how to develop in the sense the right kind of development.
Bangalore, Karnataka state, southern India. This is India's Silicon Valley.
It is the 5th largest city in India. Growth of population is very fast because for the last couple of decades back, you can see the advent of information technology. It has really radically changed the metropolitan form of Bangalore.
Bangalore, capital of Karnataka state. With its 10 million inhabitants, the agglomeration suffers from acute pollution and a lack of public transport. Together with international backers, the state is developing a subway train network. The first 2 lines, with some sections already operational, are the starting block of a future network.
We are trying to put a metro system in a city which is already 10 million. So that's the biggest challenge.
For now, some 40,000 travellers use the subway every day, a very low number for a city of 10 million people.
Metro system would be a game changer for Bangalore city. The amount of energy consumed by a metro train to carry a passenger per kilometer is 1/10 of the energy consumed by a bus. And if you compare it to a car or a scooter or a motorcycle, this must be in the range of say 1/30th to 1/40th. So it is energy-wise highly efficient.
It is estimated that in 30 years, the complete metropolitan would have prevented emission of 7 million tons of CO2 in the atmosphere. "65% of India's total population live in rural areas. Here, only 60 kilometers from Bangalore, deforestation and poverty go hand in hand. Wood is often the only source of energy available to the local population.
అదే ఒక మైలు నేను కట్టలేసుకొని రావాలా ఇంక కట్టి తేవాలా కత్తిరిసల్లా పెట్టాలంటే కష్టం కదా నీళ్ళు కారుసుకొని కష్టమే.
Because of the indoor air pollution, the health of the women and children is being affected. So to avoid this indoor air pollution, as well as to find out an alternative solution for firewood, kerosene, liquefied petroleum gas, we are providing biodigesters.
In the state of Karnataka, AFD accompanies the work of NGOs Good Planet and SKG Sangha to develop production of biodigesters for rural populations. A biodigester is a simple system that converts fermentation of animal waste to produce gas. Just 2 cows provide a day's fuel for an average family and bring gas to the household. Biodigesters free women from woodcutting and collecting chores.
ಇದರಿಂದ ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಬೇಗ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೋದು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೋದು ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೋದು.
Estimated that each system reduces greenhouse gases equivalent to a level of 5 tons of carbon. The Indian government estimates that 12 million homes could be equipped with biodigesters.
Financer le développement et financer le climat, c'est la même chose. Il faut faire du développement durable.
Your focus is more on increasing your GDP, but at what cost? Are we going to sacrifice our ecosystems, our environment, our natural resources? If you do not take care of our environment and ecology, the GDP will crash one day. And then we would have reached a point where it's a point of no return.